Hello guys, welcome back to a new video. Today in this video we will talk about the BMW X6 that were made between 2008 to 2014, and we will go over some of the common issues and problems that you will need to be aware before buying the X6. If you are new to my channel, I'm a car trader dealing with all makes and models, and the purpose of my video is to simply make you aware and educate you of some of the issues related to these cars. The points and problems I mention in these videos all come from experience buying and selling in the trade, and I'm only picking out the most common faults I've come across over the years. The first issue I want to talk about is related to the injectors. The earlier models of the X6 between 2008 to 2011 suffered from faulty injectors that were very temperamental and were usually failing during the winter times. It caused misfiring and vibration and long cranks when you started the car first in the mornings. BMW had to address this issue for the newer models, and thankfully they became less problematic between 2012 to 2014, and they provided upgraded injectors for the earlier X6. So if you are getting an earlier version, make sure that the injectors are upgraded so you don't face expensive bills. The second issue I want to cover is oil leaks. In the UK, most X6s have 3-litre diesel engines, apart from some of the big performance ones which come with petrol engines. These diesel engines suffer from oil leaks, and you shouldn't be surprised if one day you wake up and you have a big puddle of oil in your driveway. Most common causes for these oil leaks are worn out seals and gaskets, especially around the oil filter housing and the valve cover housing. To fix an oil leak on these engines, depending on who's doing the job, you'll be spending between £1,000 to £3,000 or more. So before buying one of these cars, make sure you investigate any possible oil leak problems and check for service history of the mentioned seals and gaskets being replaced, which could be a big bonus for you. The next thing I want to mention is not really an issue, but it's a very common service part you have to regularly do, and these are the bushes and arms. As I said, it's not a common issue or design fault. These parts usually wear out quicker due to the size and mass of the car. The X6 weight is north of 2 tons, and the reason why I have put these bushes and arms in these videos because I have recently changed all front arms on my X6 and the prices were insanely high for these parts. And the high prices for these parts makes it more of a problem when you have to do them regularly. So again, when you're buying an X6, make sure these parts are changed for you so you don't face expensive bills after purchase. The next issue I want to mention is related to the electronic tailgates. Not all X6s come with electronic tailgates, but if yours have one, then pray that it doesn't break. The electronic struts that lift and close the tailgate are prone to failure, and it could leave you stranded if they are stuck open. Never ever open or close them manually unless you absolutely have to, because I made that mistake and it cost me 2 brand new struts which were £700 each. So the last common issue of the X6 is to do with the iDrive screen going dark. Luckily I haven't had this problem, but it's a known issue with the most early BMWs. The screen will go dark or gradually decrease in brightness to the point that it's impossible to read anything on the screen unless you get very close to it, which is not ideal when you're driving. Unfortunately, to fix this issue, your only option is to replace the unit, which could be anywhere between £500 to £1,000 depending on the spec and features of the car. Now these are the problems that are most common with the X6, and you must always remember that all cars have issues and repair costs are different from one brand to another. My advice is always to leave some of your budget aside for repairs that may come sometimes after purchase, and never ever spend all your budgets on the car so you are not stranded when your luck runs out. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.